Hey guys, welcome back to another quick form video. In today's video, we're talking about Verizon and the iPhone 14 Pro and how customers are having issues connecting basically. So either weak signal or just can't connect to that tower. So of course, it's a new 5G phone. It's only eSIM. So of course, there has to be some issues. So let's get into today's video and see what they're talking about. But this is Verizon reporting or users reporting this issue on Verizon. So another carrier. Just yet, but it says iPhone 14 Pro customers on the Verizon network in the United States are reporting issues with slow or unreliable 5G connectivity and calls randomly dropping. So that is not good. You mainly want a phone for making calls, getting on the internet, and being reliable. You know, if you pop a tire, you want to make sure you can call somebody. So that's not good if the phone's not being reliable. So it says there's several threads, 1, 2, and 3. And the Mac rumor forums, chronic issues faced by Verizon customers and Apple's latest iPhone. So according to the reports, the 14 Pro is having unreliable or weak service, while the iPhone 13 last year's had no issues. So let's go ahead and check that out. And then I quote, so I'm sorry, I was looking that way. I was waiting for a package and I think it arrived. But it says, I think it's something with the new iPhone. This is what some users have to say. So it says, my signal is usually 1 to 2 bars at home with the 14 Pro, but my brother on my plan with an iPhone 13. And when he's over, he has all 4 bars. Wow. His 13 also gets much better speeds on 5G than I do currently. Hopefully it's something that iOS update will fix. And hopefully it is. Like I said, this is a new iPhone. It hasn't been out that long. You know what I mean? It hasn't even been a month since the phone's been out. And of course, there's going to be some bugs and stuff. So it says in a lengthy Reddit thread, it says a user reports that they're experiencing slower 5G speeds on the iPhone 14 Pro on the Verizon network, with at least 100 other comments reporting similar issues. So it's not just, you've got a bad Apple. It seems to be other people having the same issue, which is crazy. You don't want to get a new phone and then it sucks compared to the one you currently have. So if you already have an iPhone 13, like I do, I have the 13 Pro, and I'm not really thinking about upgrading to the 14 Pro just yet. Probably maybe later in the future, but I'd rather wait for the 15 and pre-order that one since my phone is currently doing fine, have no issues. It says, and some other user reported, is anyone else having major issues with their cellular service on the iPhone 14 Pro series? Ever since switching from my iPhone 13 Pro Max, I've had nothing but constant issues, which include slow speeds, frequent cellular service drops. Wow. Switching on 5G even happens when my phone is on Wi-Fi. Calling, so they're having issues with service, slow speeds, and sending text messages, it looks like. So and of course, this is not fun, but people have reported as well spending hours with Verizon customer support, which sometimes is not much of a help, and they have yet to address the issue. So they haven't even said it's an issue. So they're probably going to blame it on Apple or something. Some users have even taken drastic measures to completely restore their iPhone and try the latest iOS 16.6 beta, but have so far been unable to find a solution for this issue. So wow. So it says similar issue for me also in Chicago. So this is different areas, not just one area. You might be saying just they're working on your towers, but people are reporting these issues in different parts of the states and country. It says using new iPhone 14 Pro Max, frequently the iPhone completely loses signal when switching between LTE and 5G and takes a few seconds for it to come back. Never had this issue with the 12 Pro Max that was running the iOS 16. They submitted a bug report to Apple, and hopefully there's a software issue. Like I said, people have to report these issues, guys. If they're not going to know. So this is something that needs to be addressed. It says, I live in Chicago and have the same problem with cellular service dropping. Just switched from iPhone XS on AT&T to the iPhone 14 Pro on Verizon. I live in the South Loop and cell service keeps dropping out constantly, and the point where I can't text or use certain apps. Wow. because I keep losing the connection. So I'm telling you, that sucks, guys. Especially if you're in a good area, you should be having really fast speeds, good connections. But a lot of people are reporting these issues. Like I said, everybody's saying that they had the iPhone 13, last year's model, amazing, and now the 14 is having lots of issues. So hopefully this issue does get resolved. Let's see what some of the comments says. A bunch of dumb comments, I guess, but this is something that is serious, guys. Like I said, of course, there's always, like, a lot of people say don't get the first year model or wait a little bit till the bugs get worked out. These are probably some of the bugs that they're talking about. So if you want to wait until these reports come out saying, hey, everything's good, it could just be a simple iOS fix, or it could be something that has to do with a new eSIM. Who knows? Verizon right now is saying they don't know anything about it. So of course, even if they know, they're not gonna really say it. So pretty cool there. That Verizon's such a generous company, I guess. But overall, guys, what do you think? How do you think people are just overreacting? Or do you think this is true? Like I said, I've seen it happen in other companies, so I know that this for a fact can happen. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Dragonic Warfare signing off. And let me know if you have a Verizon iPhone 14 Pro or just regular one. And are you having worse service than your last iPhone or just Android phone if you did have one? So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Dragonic Warfare signing off. More videos coming your way. And these articles are pretty interesting. This is by MacRumors.com. So check them out. Thank you.